Hey everybody, how you doing? This is going to be my review of the Kershaw OSO suite. This knife I got probably about a year ago. Haven't did really too many videos or tests with it, so I'm going to do a short one today for you. Like I said, I got this knife a year ago. I have carried it, but not as much as probably I should, but there's a few reasons for that. When I got this knife, I paid about $34. A little bit overpaid for it, for what you get. You get a glass-filled nylon handle. You do get stainless steel liners. They are milled out inside. The lockup on it's good. There's no blade play. Of course, if you really force it and give it some torque on there, you can feel a little bit of wiggle, but that's more the lock bar moving around. My main issue with this, there's two of them, is the pocket clip. Even with the screws fully torqued down, you could still move this from side to side. And the actual lockup on mine is a little bit funky. You could see maybe on the interface of the lock where the tang is, there's a little bit of a jagged part. That's where my lock bar snaps up against. So I think if I use this knife, it won't wear in like a normal knife, and it'll just develop blade play over time. Not to say all these knives are like that. There are ones that I've seen videos on that don't have this issue, so don't let that be a judgment of this knife alone. With that aside, I do think this is a decent knife. As long as you could find it for maybe like 26 bucks, 25 bucks and under. You get 8CR 13 MOV steel. It's a decent steel. It does get a razor sharp edge. I have one on it now. So very, very sharp. And it does keep that edge fairly well depending on what you use it for. Cardboard will dull it out pretty easily over repeated use. Wood also, pretty much any denser material. If you're using this to open packages and just as a general light EDC, it'd be a decent knife. It does have a good grip. It is comfortable. For me, when I'm gripping it like this, the finger choil does dig in to my index finger right around here. Get a good sized blade stock on it. Not too sure on the thickness. I'll put that in the description below. But you get a speed safe design. That's Kershaw's assisted knife opening mechanism. This would be a good knife if you wanted to basically know if you like assisted knives. Relatively inexpensive, and the assisted action on it's really good. Doesn't take a lot of force to get the blade out, but it really snaps out well, and like I said, the lockup on this one's pretty good. The blade length on this is 3.1 inches. The closed length is 4.1 inches. The overall length is 7.25 inches, and the weight is 3.2 ounces. Really good weight to it. Not too heavy, but not too light. Definitely feels like a solid knife for the money. But I definitely wouldn't recommend it for the price that I paid for it. Like I said, it would be a good knife if the price point was around $26, $27, but not up around the $34 or $35 that I spent. So just showing you now, the edge on this is actually quite sharp. So if you're looking for this as like a maybe light duty EDC, you'd be using it for like cardboard, maybe opening up letters, stuff like that. If you're looking to maybe trim wire or twine, sometimes you get bundles or packages that have that sort of wrapping on it, that twine wrapping. Cardboard here. This is a hollow ground blade. That's one of the reasons I got this knife in the first place. I really like the blade shape of it. It is a very useful blade shape. You get a nice portion of flat with a nice small sweeping belly here, and then a very acute tip, but a very stout one. Cutting cardboard with this sort of hollow ground blade works really well, especially when it's this sharp. I'm trying not to cut the table. But if you're looking for a knife just in general for EDC, and you're going to be using it for like cardboard or that sort of material, papered material, really look for a thinner blade rather than a thicker one. It'll really help in the cutting, no matter if your blade's razor sharp or a little less than razor sharp, just because it doesn't get bound up so much. Just making a cut like this, you can see when it first bites in, it wants to divot down a little bit. That's just because of the actual hollow grind, and then this bigger, steeper unground portion tends to want to pivot the knife back up. If I could just get it in here, you could see here how the thicker the blade, the more it wants to push out the cardboard, also twist it when you're making the cut. Full flat ground and thinner blade stocks won't tend to do that, and you'll make the cut a lot easier. This isn't having any trouble at all. And then lastly, minor tasks with wood. I do use my folders on wood sometimes, but just lightly. Maybe just doing feather sticks. This wood is a little bit damp still. I grabbed this for, we'll call it rainy day tests, like today. It's not raining, but it's a sort of white out outside, so I'm doing these tests inside. This time of year, it's going to be a little bit tough for me to get outside and do these. I do plan to get out there and do them though. I like being outside. So you can see here, it does work well, but I don't know if it's because the actual blade profile or the wood itself, but works well for feather sticks, but I'd like to see more curls out of the wood. See how it does with notching. Let's see how deep it could bite in. See if there's any hot spots. I could feel one on my pinky finger right now. This portion here is digging into this part of my hand. I could see with prolonged use that creating more of a hot spot and then a blister. But that's how much it's biting into this. This is sugar maple. It's a pretty hard wood. We have a lot of maple and poplar around here, so those are the two woods I usually test. Just from that short test, you could see the marks on the blade. That's just sap and residue from the cardboard. The edge from that is still sharp. No problems there. So I'd say if you could find this knife for about $25, pick it up. Any more than that, I'd say look elsewhere. If you have any questions on any other options in that price range, just let me know in the comments. I'll answer it to my best. Thanks for watching this, everyone, and stay tuned for more.